go. There we go. Look, right there. See Mama? Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Today we have a surprise guest. This here is Chloe Fiona. I'm not sure how long she can stay today. She gets sidetracked by loud noises. So she's just going to be here for a few minutes. But she thought she'd say hello. Say hello, Chloe Fiona. You don't want to say hello? You're just going to look at everybody? Okay. That this is my little baby girl. So today I thought we would make a wreath. And so I bought this wreath from the Goodwill. And there she goes. Yeah, I knew she wouldn't stick around too long. So I bought it from Goodwill. I'm going to go ahead and let her get where she's trying to get. Okay, Debbie. And it had, so when I got it from Goodwill, it had a whole bunch of stuff all over it, and I pulled all that off so that it'd be all ready for us. But it was $4.99 at Goodwill. And so I saved a lot of the other stuff because it was pretty fall colors. But today we're going to make a summery wreath. And so I bought some greenery from the Dollar Tree. They had greenery. It's just like, I believe they're ivy leaves. It should say on it though. Oh, it just says greenery bouquet. So we're going to take those and these and put them all around the wreath. That's what we're going to start with. So I'm going to get my wire cutters out. We're going to do a lot of hot gluing, but we might do a little bit of wiring too. But first I was going to cut them apart because I don't want the whole big bunch just sitting on there. So I think I'll just cut each one separately, each little bunch. And I'm going to cut them about to here because I'm going to try to shove them inside. This is a grapevine wreath, and I'm going to glue it. Take the hot glue and glue them in each one. So I'm going to just leave a little stem on them. And I'm going to do this to probably 2 whole bunches, and then we'll see how far they go. And we'll decide if we have to cut any more apart. So I'll put 2 of them to the side in case we need them. So these were just $1 at the Dollar Tree. You get pretty much for $1, you know, as far as the bunch is kind of a big bunch. Okay. So I usually have my, what do you call it? I want to call it electric glue gun, but my rechargeable glue gun. But right now it's still charging. So I do have my old glue gun over here too. Okay, so I'm going to set all these to this side. I'm going to grab my glue gun and bring it closer to me until I can tell that one turns green, and then I can switch over. Okay, so let's open up the glue sticks. It's such a crummy day in Northwest Indiana today. It's been raining all day. I mean, it's pretty as far as the flowers are starting to get beautiful for the spring, but otherwise it's been gloomy and yucky today. So now I'm going to take these. These were also $1 at the Dollar Tree, each bunch. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it all apart. And you know what? I think I'm going to try to do most of them, like do them multiple. Okay. So it's actually a bunch of different pieces. And I'll just set those to the side also. And we're going to do that to a couple of these too. I like that they have the greenery there. That was neat. I usually see flowers there, but I don't see a whole lot of greenery there. So I was very happy to see these. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and start going around our wreath with them. So see how far apart these are. I'm going to go ahead and push it up a little bit to make it a little fuller. And then, let's see. You know, I don't even know, some of it you don't even really need to glue it. Just stick it in there. So I noticed when I took the old stuff off that somebody else had done on the wreath, that they really hot glued a whole bunch around, but you really kind of don't have to. And then, I mean, we will have to with some of the other stuff, but then you don't have to. It's easier to change it out if you want to. Although I'm hoping it turns out really cute and I'm not going to want to change it out. So I'm just going to kind of alternate. I'll grab this one and put it in after. Now if for some reason it won't just slide in there, then we will glue it on. Because some of them are going to be tighter than other spots. So I'm just going to do it like this to where it kind of starts to cover it. And we'll just keep going around. I might even put 2 of these colored ones since they're smaller. And I see some of them only have the 2 petals, so I might just do something like that then. All I'm doing is pushing the wire part in and pushing it down. And I'm just trying to not completely especially cover the brown, but just at least make it start looking like it's more greenery than it is brown. I'm not worried about the inside like in here. I'm more worried about the outside part. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the greens. And I'm just going to alternate just like that all the way around. I'll probably use 1 dark green and then I'll use 2 of these. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now if you feel like it needs like a little more of the dark green in there instead of the, like if it doesn't look even, then go ahead and put an extra one of the dark green in, or an extra one. If you don't think it's enough of this, put a little, you can always eye it and make sure it's kind of looking even and pretty all the way along. So I'm going to probably just stick another little one of these in here. That's what I have so far. It's starting to get full. So now you're going to look and you're going to see if any of it looks kind of bare anywhere or like not even somewhere. I was thinking I wanted to put another of this lighter color down here. Now it's not going to make a whole lot of difference because now we're going to add some other stuff to the top. And so it's going to cover up any bare spots we really have. So we should be fine. Once I stick this one in, I'm going to just stop there and we're going to go on to the next step. So that's what we have so far, if you guys can see it. It just gives it a little more color. If you did just all the really dark leaves like this, it would be too plain. Although you can, I guess if you did that, you just would have to add a lot more to the top and to make it look a little dressier and cuter. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff and then we're going to add some things to the top. All right, so now we're going to add some fun stuff to the top to make it dressier and cuter. So let's start with these. Now these were also $1 at the Dollar Tree and I love them. They're so colorful and cool looking. They were just so unusual. They only had 3 left. I would have bought more if they had more. So they were $1. And we're not going to cut them apart. We're going to leave them in bunches. But I am going to cut a lot of the stem off. I'm going to cut off all the way until they do come together. So right about here. Because I don't want all that stem to show. I am going to hide it behind stuff. So I'm going to do that on all of these. I'm going to pull all their tags off. And cut them off. So first of all, I'll show you what our center of our wreath is going to be. I bought him from Hobby Lobby. And I know it seems like it could be Easter, but because he's the cute brown bunny with just a carrot, I thought he'd be summery with all the stuff that I'm going to put on here. It's going to look summery and cute. So he was regularly $16.99 and I got him for half off. So he was like $8.50, which is kind of expensive for a little guy, but he's going to be worth it. So he's going to end up in the middle of our wreath down here. So I'm going to just set him there for now so I can kind of eye what I'm doing. So these I want to put kind of all the way around the wreath. So we're going to kind of put one here, one, maybe one up here instead. You know, I think I'm going to frame him. So we're going to put it here and here. Okay. So we're going to put one on each side of him. And then we're going to put one up towards the top here. Maybe right about here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, and those I am going to hot glue in. Okay, so I'm going to move him for a second. So this is how I positioned them. And as you can see, it's not perfect. Like there's kind of should be another one here. But this is where we're going to end up putting our bow. In fact, we'll do that next. Okay. So the bow that I have that I thought would match it really good was from a friend. She had gotten a plant that somebody had given her, and it came with this pretty bow. And she asked me, did I want it for my crafts? And I already had this wreath in my mind, and so I said, oh my gosh, that would actually be perfect for it. So we don't even have to really make the bow. We're just going to go ahead and fluff it up more. There we go. That looks pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to take that one and put it in this corner over here. So you know, I think I am going to also cut it off a little shorter so we don't have as much to glue to the wreath. And I know I'm going to need another one of these. Okay. And I've been using a lot of glue since we're not since we're not wiring it, we're just hot gluing. And once we put it in, we might have to fluff the bow up again, you know, when we're all done with everything. Because I'm kind of smashing it down as I'm gluing it. So this piece that was on the bow that I cut off, I'm going to see if it'll push up into the bunny, which it does, like this. And then I'm going to push it in a little bit more. I'm going to put a bunch of glue on the bottom of it, and then I'm going to try to push that into the wreath and see how that works. So that little bow came in really handy because it also helped with that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I have so far, which is actually kind of cute as it is. But I want to add more to it. I want to make it really look summery. So, let's see. So I also have, these are also from the Dollar Tree, $1 a bunch. And honestly, I think this is maybe a full bunch. Oh, maybe they both are. Okay, they're both full. Okay, so we're going to take some of these and put them around. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and cut them apart with my wire cutters. Okay, so now we're going to take these and put them periodically, maybe a couple in a bunch here and there. I'm going to go ahead and cut them a little shorter. And so in these spots, I do have other ideas too, so I don't want to take up all the spots. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue some up here by the bow first. And I am fluffing my bow up again. I might have to do it a couple times as I'm working around it. Okay, so these I don't have to hot glue. They seem like they're gonna just push in, just like the greenery did. And I wanna make sure that they're gonna show from the front, because this is something I'm gonna hang on my front door. So I want the stuff to show up in the front. And because they're wiry, you can turn them to face out. Like when you put them in, they can face outward. Okay. So I just did it like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put a couple, let's see. I think we'll put a couple down here by our bunny. We're gonna do them in twos. Everywhere we put them, we're gonna put 2 of them. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna come up, let's see, let's put one right up here. No, we'll put it right above the flowers here, right above the red flowers. And we'll do 2 more again. How about these 2? I hope I'm talking loud enough for you guys. I'm upset at myself for forgetting my my microphone. Okay, so we're just gonna push them in, and we're turning them so that they face us, which is really cool that they have that wire in there, so you can do that with them. Okay, so this is what we have so far. See, it's getting prettier and prettier. Okay, so I know we're missing things in a couple spots, but for now, we're gonna go ahead and move to another thing. So I wanted to add a couple things in. I bought these for $1 at the Dollar Tree. It's just a pot, like little clay pots. There's 3 of them in the pack. So 3 little clay pots for $1. It's really kind of cute. So I was thinking I'd take one of those. So one of those is gonna go in here. I'm gonna kind of just eye it for a minute. So for now, I'm just gonna set it in the empty spots. Now I also bought a pack of carrot seeds. These are from the Dollar Tree also, but in fact, that's what this is. When I say dollar store, I do mean the Dollar Tree. That's where I've been going, is the Dollar Tree lately. Okay, so this was 4 for $1 though. It even says right on it, so it was a quarter. So I was thinking I'd maybe put this on here somewhere too. I haven't decided where, but. And then I also bought these jersey gloves from the Dollar Tree also. And no, these were from Walmart. And I cannot remember the price. I want to say they were $5.99. They were kind of expensive. And then my friend also gave me these flowery ones, so that I could see which one looked cuter with it. So that I have to still decide on. And where are they gonna go? Now I might have too much stuff and we might have to back it up a little. So I also bought some little carrots, also from the Dollar Tree, for $1 for 6 of them. So what I'm doing right now is just eyeing it, and then I'm gonna show you when I think it looks good where we're gonna put each thing. So because he's holding a cute carrot, I thought I would add carrots in here every so often. So maybe here, and here, here, and here. Maybe. So then I had bought something else. Now this is what makes it seem like maybe it's going to be too much. I was looking for individual like a rake and a shovel, but small ones. Well, I had seen the kitty ones, but they were like fat, and I could have painted them to look metal, but they were just weird shapes and stuff. So I saw this at Meijer with the 3-pack on it, and I want to try to put these in here too, at least 2 of them. I don't think I need all 3. So I was going to use the yellowy one because we don't have to repaint it, it'll match, and the reddish one because it'll match with these little funky flowers. So I'm going to try to take those apart off of here. They are put onto a board, and so we're going to have to find a way to get those off. So first I'm going to just cut them off of here. Now at Meijer this was $12.99. I did pay full price for it. So this is kind of an expensive wreath, but it's a wreath that I will have on my door for years and years to come. And also it's on the door for longer than some of the other wreaths. Like, so if you have your, okay, so when you have your Thanksgiving one on, you change it out pretty quick to Christmas, and then you change it out pretty quick to winter, and then you change it out well, at least I do, because I have all the different holidays. So then you change it out pretty quick to St. Patrick's Day. So this one will be on my door a lot. I mean, I might change it out to a 4th of July one, but it'll go back to summer one again until fall. So I will be using this one a lot. So to me, it's worth the extra money. So I'm gonna try, oh, that came off really easy, so that's good. And then I want this one. Yep, perfect. And I might as well just pull this one off while I'm at it. And I'll put that to the side for now. Okay, so try to decide, is it better to have these gloves or these gloves? Now these are kind of big, that's the only thing, they're bigger. So let's see. And if I am gonna leave them, I think I'm gonna have to go with the orange ones instead. Okay. So do I want them here or here? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the top off of it, the little label. Alright, let's see if those will hot glue on there too. So we're gonna hot glue those to the top. Okay, I'm trying to see how I can show you guys what I'm doing now. Let me just set these kind of to the side, some of this. Okay. So far I just put the gloves up here, I hot glued them. We're gonna let it dry for a minute. So see where I stuck all the little carrots in? We're gonna go ahead and hot glue all those in. And then I'm gonna take and put this here and glue it in. And I'm gonna put this up here somehow, like that maybe, and glue it in. So I'm going to do those couple things and then I'll show you again where we're at. First I'll glue all the little carrots in their place. So instead of it looking, you know, with the carrots and the bunny, instead of it looking like Easter, it actually looks more like summer because it looks more like planting, like we're planting everything. want to make sure this clay pot has a lot of glue on it, because I don't want it to fall while it's on my door and break all over the place. So I'm going to get a little carried away with the glue on that little pot. And then I'm going to stick it in there. And then I'm going to go back to all the cute little carrots. And I'm trying to put them in places where they're not going to hide the flowers, but they're going to still show up. So just keep that in mind when you're doing one of these. You want to put them in a place where they show and they look cute, but they're not hiding the pretty flowers that you put on here. Okay, so I think we have enough carrots on here. I think all we need now to do is add our little shovel and stuff. You just kind of turn it different ways and see how it would look best and which color would look best where, because we have the white one. So since there's so many white flowers down here, I'm going to put the white one at the top. Go ahead and put this shovel. So first I'll show you how everything is coming together. And now we're going to take this shovel and put it here so you can still see the underneath the gloves. I think one of my carrots fell. I'm going to have to, maybe I didn't have that one glued. I don't even know where that one came from. Okay, so I'm going to do it where you can still see the bottom of the gloves so you know that they're gloves. Sit there. And I'm also going to not only glue it to the gloves, but also to some of these leaves here so it holds it on real good. Because now the little tools that we're using are a little more heavy than everything else. So you want to make sure they're glued to a couple things. Alright. And then you can always move your leaves around afterwards. Sometimes it takes a lot of maneuvering. Alright, so I think this one was up here. Okay, so we also have our packet of seeds. I still want to put that in here. So as you can see, we have one spot left right here, and that's where our seeds are going to go, is right in here. Okay, so now all we have to do is put our little other tool on. And again, because the tool is heavier, we're going to glue it in a lot of spots because we don't want it to come off. And then we'll look and see if we need anything else once this tool's in place. Alright, so let me show you how it looks. So this is our cute little garden wreath. I think I'm going to have to put a little more glue right here because the weight of the tool pulls down on the leaves a little bit. I'm so excited about this wreath. I think it's my favorite one that I've ever made myself. I've seen beautiful wreaths made by many, many people, but this is the first one that I've made. Well, I love the ones I've made, but this is my very favorite one, I think. So, what do you guys think? I really enjoyed this craft. I think it turned out really cute. I hope you enjoyed it too. And if you did, please like and share, tell your friends about me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.